was very busy.
Okay. So, do you remember any childhood memories regarding winter food as it's December?
Yeah, yes, I have. I had many child remembered uh, 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 winter pita and winter season.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, winter reminds us so many good memories. Do you remember that during the winter, in earlier days, the schools, when you were in school, the final examination would be over and we were able to visit our village homes?
Yes, when finished my final exam and then I went to my grandfather house.
Okay.
Then the grandmother make the
Pita.
pita. Yeah.
Okay, so what type of pita did she make? Do you remember?
Hi. Yeah. My grandmother made pita, handmade vermicelli, chitoy
Vermicelli,
pita,
yes.
uh, chitoy pita, uh, pa- patisapta pita, and dhobi pita.
What is dobi pita? I don't know about this.
Dhobi pita means bhapa pita.
Bhapa pita, okay. Bhapa
Local name
pita,
is Dhobi pita. In Kushtia
okay.
Jingada language in the Dhobi pita.
Dhobi pita, okay. So that's really wonderful. So among them, what is the most favorite food of yours? You named so many
Uh,
vermicelli and everything.
yes, yeah. Vermicell, handmade vermicell, my favorite
One
foods
interesting thing
because
that we used to make them in
interesting that
Eid.
make them with the dates juice and
Date juice,
heat
yes.
the. Yeah. So it when it is the winter morning, in winter morning, when pick from the tree, and then sakna English ki, sir.
That means what do they say? We used to
Hello,
filter. We used to filter.
hello.
Hello, can you? Don't you listen to me? Hello, Mr.
Yeah,
Asad.
yeah.
Oh,
Sir,
that means
sakna English ki.
it's a filter,
Hello,
filter,
sir.
filter.
When it filter, then test the drink, and is the drink is the very tasty, and with the uh, puff rice or muri,
Yes, puff
mixed
rice.
muri is
Well, that's another thing. Well, that's really another thing, and
the
I have
very
never
nice
tasted it like
and
this.
food.
I never tasted it like this, but I definitely tasted raw date juice. It feels more good. But sometimes we had
Yeah,
to boil the date juice, right? But the boiled date juice tasted different.
yeah, yeah.
The boiled date juice
Difference. Yeah,
tastes different, and mainly it is used for
Zakuni is whisk,
shake,
whisk,
whisk, shake,
whisk the
both
shake,
can.
shake. Yes, shake the rice flour and water, and then is put on the tawa. Make one kind of uh, pot is making the chita pita,
Yes,
and
yes.
then put the tawa and heat, and then make uh, the chita pita.
Well, you can also add eggs with it if you want to make egg chitoi. It is also tasted. It's also tasted so
Uh, I
good.
don't I don't know egg mixed with sitoi pita.
Actually,
I
they
don't
don't
know.
mix the egg with the what do they say? The batter. They use the egg over the
Yeah,
top
yeah,
of
yeah.
the. They use the egg on the top of the pita. After the pita is completed, then they use the egg to use it as a topping, like a pizza.
Ah.
It also tastes good, and it's actually very popular in the cities right now. And also there are lots of extra bhorta or mashed things are available with it, right? Especially
Yes,
you
mashed eggs. Yeah, yeah. Egg. eggplant or chili,
Chili,
mixed
chili with dried
is a
fish,
mash. Egg,
dried
yes, yes,
fish,
dried fish. Yeah, yeah.
mustard mash,
Egg, mustard mash or mustard leaf or
mustard leaf.
mustard
Yes, yes,
and coriander leaf.
yes, yes. It also tastes so wonderful. Like uh, due to the flavor, sometimes we go to eat outside and we take actually too many pitas at once. And it's the funny thing about winter morning. And also in the evening, I think we take the payesh and everything as a dinner, and it also tastes good. Also,
Yeah, yeah,
in the article we have read about duck curry. They use duck curry for actually they use duck curry with chit pita or chitoi pita also.
yeah,
It
yeah,
also
yeah, yeah.
tastes good.
Actually, it's good. Yes.
We use
Actually,
beef.
uh, yeah, yeah. Sometime we use beef. Actually, our
Yes,
village people or me, our chitai pita with the country chicken.
country chicken. Yes.
Curry, curry is
Well,
a very popular in our village and
it's
in our
mouth watering.
districts.
It's mouth watering,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
delicious.
yeah. Delicious.
So living in the cities, I have actually forgotten the taste of country chicken.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
from your words, I have been thinking about it, and probably I will get to eat a country chicken soon. And I got to visit the village for that.
yeah,
Because even if you're trying to eat a country chicken in the city, it will be a boiler country chicken because
yeah,
they're
yeah. Boiler
feed
or Pakistani country chicken.
country chicken, and they are feeding the same feed as the boiler chicken, so it's also
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
healthy for us. So thank you, Mr. Azad, for sharing such amazing memories with me, and
Okay,
also thank you for the recipe.
okay. Thank you, sir. Have have a
have a
nice time.
Okay, have a nice time too. Enjoy the weekend. Okay,
Yeah, sir.
so Mr. Abu Osama, now it's your turn. I have a lot of things to ask from you.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, do you enjoy the winter mornings?
Hello, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, 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 sir.
Okay, so do you enjoy the winter mornings
Uh, uh, yes, sir, but there are some problem at morning time.
for getting
Actually,
up?
sir, getting yes, sir, yes, sir.
Getting up is so
Getting from
tough.
bed. Yes, sir. That's a
You,
big
it's,
problem.
it's very hard to get rid of the attraction of the warm blanket and to get outside.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But only thing which can get you out of the blanket is the smell of freshly baked pitas, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is your favorite pita in the winter morning?
Uh, yes, sir. Basically, sir, there are too many pictures available in my list. But sir, puri pita, which
Puri pita is
already
it?
I said, that's yes, sir.
So can you share me the recipe? How do you make puri
It's my
pita?
favorite. Yes. Uh, recipe, sir. Actually, making the process of this pita like the same others pitas. So there are some different. At first, uh, there are ingredients are uh, some are talking with কি বলে sir?
Flour?
মানে চাল
চালের
and
চালের
with
গুঁড়োটা
some
হচ্ছে রাইস
চালের
ফ্লাওয়ার।
গুঁড়া
চালের গুঁড়ো হচ্ছে রাইস ফ্লাওয়ার।
rice flour. Yes, sir. So at first we have to need some rice flour and coconut গুঁড়ো সে নারকেলের গুঁড়ো নিতে হবে the
কোকোনাট
piece of
কোকোনাট
coconut.
শেভিংস এটা চেঁচে নেই তো
Yes,
এটাকে
sir.
শেভিং বলা যেতে পারে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ চিজ একটু হ্যাঁ sir. And there are some salt, some water and some যেটাকে ডালটাকে কি বলছে ইংলিশে
লেন্টিল মসুর ডাল যেটা হচ্ছে লেন্টিল
lentil
লেন্টিল
মসুর ডাল.
ইয়েস।
Yes, sir. Lentil. Yes, sir. So sir, at first we have to need just suppose we ready for just two pita, plain pita, sir. And
প্লেন পিঠা।
uh, yes, sir. And between and between these two pithas, that means in the middle of these two pithas, ওই যে টোটাল স্যার ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্ট ওগুলো কি করলাম না রাখতে হবে স্যার, ঠিক আছে?
You have to
তারপর
keep
ওটা
it.
স্যার একটু ওই
You have to keep it there, and then.
you have to keep it there. Yes sir. And after that এটাকে স্যার ওই যেটা গ্যাসের ওভেনের ওপরে আপনাকে একটু ওই তাওয়াতে সেঁকতে হবে আর কি স্যার।
You have to actually a little bit of, you have to heat it. You have to heat it up a little
Heat it,
bit.
heat it up on oven, yes sir.
Okay, then
After some time,
what will happen?
then sir it would be become perfect sir.
Okay, so অল্প আছে সিদ্ধ করা যদি হতো সেক্ষেত্রে এটা তো সিমার, you
হ্যাঁ
have to
হ্যাঁ,
simmer
ওটাকে
the
সিদ্ধ
whole
করতে হবে
pita.
তার আগে স্যার,
You have to simmer the
মসুরটাকে স্যার
pita
সিদ্ধ
on.
করতে হবে তার আগে।
Okay, you have to you have to boil the lentil first, right?
Boil the lentil at first, yes sir.
So do you have to add any extra spices with the lentil?
Extra spices sir, uh, এমনি স্যার নো স্যার, there are nothing needed, but কিছু ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্ট দেওয়া যেতে পারে, মানে আপনার এই গরম মশলা যেগুলো হয় সেগুলো একটু গুঁড়ো করে একটু মিক্স করা যেতে পারে, জাস্ট সুগন্ধির জন্য।
Okay, okay. So you can use some kind of herbs and spices to make it a little
Yes
bit of
sir,
mouth-watering.
yes I can
Okay.
also use
Also, you can use what?
yes sir, যেটা আপনি বললেন যে সাম এই যে মশলাগুলো আর কি,
Spices.
হার্বাল আর
Okay,
সাথে
so
স্পাইসেসটা।
can you eat it on its own, or do you have to take some other curry with it, the pita?
Sir, basically we can eat it uh, as usually, but uh, there are some rasgulla and some curries, maybe beef curries like that, sir.
Okay, so
It
tell
taste will
me.
be more better.
Okay, tell me, the how does the pita taste? Is it salty, sweet, or sour? What kind of taste does it have?
So not only salty, sweet or sour. Actually, sir, it's a mix up. মানে ওই যে sweetie comes from narcles
The coconut,
and
yes, coconut shavings.
has a coconut. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coconut shavings and যে একটু ঝাল যে স্বাদ দেওয়া আপনার নুনটা সলটা কাম
Spicy,
ফ্রম
yes.
স্পাইসি, ইয়েস
Spicy
স্পাইসি
part
কামস
comes
ফ্রম
from
স্যার
the
ওই যেটা লিন্টেল বললাম মসুর
lentil.
ডালটা।
Yes, lentil. Okay, that's
লিন্টেল,
really good.
yes sir.
So definitely, please send me the recipe. I'll definitely try to make this,
Yes, yes,
because
yes,
this
yes,
is a whole new
yes sir.
pita for me, and I think it will be a little bit of adventurous for me. I have a little hobby of cooking whenever I'm free, especially
Uh,
in the Friday.
Very nice. uh,
Especially in the Friday, I
Inshallah, I'll
try to
share with
cook
you, sir.
something.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So please send me the recipe, and
Inshallah.
definitely I will try to do this. Okay,
Inshallah, sir.
inshallah. So
Sir, but,
tell me, have you
sir,
ever tasted date
yes.
juice? Date juice. Is date juice popular in your area?
Date
Date
juice.
juice. খেজুরের রস.
খেজুরের রস. Yes, sir. খেজুরের রস. Yes, sir. It is very famous from our side, sir.
Yes,
Basically from
yes.
uh, yes, sir. The all districts which is beside of Bangladesh, that means Dinajpur, Uttar Chobbish Pargana, and basically from our districts, Birbhum. এগুলোতে in this all districts, this is also available, and it is very popular, sir, in all 3 to 4
Okay.
districts, sir.
Okay. So what do they do with it? Do they drink it, or they make pita with it? What do they do?
Sir, yes, yes, sir. Sir, uh, some people are drink it, but maximum people are make it যেটাকে আমরা খেজুরের গুড় বলি স্যার।
খেজুরের গুড়.
Some
Date.
people are make
Well, I also forgot. খেজুরের গুড় ইংরেজিটা ভুলে গেছি. Okay. So they use
so
খেজুরের গুড়.
yes, yes, sir. Maximum people transfer from drinking to its খেজুরের গুড়ে আর কি। Then after that, আহ, এটাকে আপনার ম্যাক্সিমাম পিঠার সাথে কি করা হয় না খাওয়া হয়।
Okay. They use it to eat with maximum pitas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's really
to
good.
eat
So,
maximum pitas. Yes.
thank you, Mr. Osama, for sharing such wonderful delicacy.
Thank you, sir.
I'll definitely try it as a recipe. So, can you please send me
Inshallah.
one picture and the recipe? Then I can make it like it.
Uh, yes, 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 sir. একটু sir, you have to just 1 week, inshallah. আমাদের বাড়িতে হলে আপনাকে I'll send it, sir. Inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah. Let's hope for the best.
Inshallah, sir.
So, have a nice weekend. Enjoy
Thank
the
you, sir.
weekend. Take care.
Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
so Muriam Jamila, ma'am, Achen, Muriam, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's talk about winter food. So, have you got any idea what we are gonna talk about?
স্যার এটা ফার্স্ট ক্লাস তো স্যার আমার কোনো প্রস্তুতি নাই আমি
Okay, it's okay. We'll
কতটুকু
try.
বলতে পারবো
We'll try.
বুঝতেছি না
আমার এই ক্ষেত্রে
ওকে
কোনো
স্যার
আমার এক্সপেকটেশন হচ্ছে আমরা ট্রাই করব, এই হচ্ছে বিষয়।
ওকে স্যার
কারণ এটা হচ্ছে বলি আগে একটু ক্লিয়ার করে নিই, এটা কিন্তু কোনো ক্লাস না, এটা হচ্ছে ক্লাব সেশন। এখানে বেসিক্যালি যাদেরকে দেখবেন বা দেখছেন তারা কিন্তু এখানে এই টাইমটাতে ফ্রি আছেন এবং তারা এই টাইমটাতে আমরা সবাই একত্র হই ক্লাব সেশনটাতে যাতে একটু প্র্যাকটিস করতে পারি, ঠিক আছে? সো আমরা
স্যার
যথেষ্ট এনজয়মেন্ট করে শিখবো এবং ভুল হবে খুব স্বাভাবিক, ভুল হতে হতে এখান থেকে শিখবো।
স্যার টপিকসটা কি আগে থেকে বলে দেওয়া হবে যে এই টপিকসের উপরে
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
কথা হবে
আর্টিকেলটার সাথে মিল থাকবে। আর্টিকেল যেটা থাকে,
আচ্ছা
যেমন আর্টিকেলটা কিন্তু গ্রুপের হিস্ট্রিতে আছে, ঠিক আছে? দেখেন
ও
আপনি পাবেন।
আচ্ছা আর্টিকেলটা আমি অবশ্য জানি না কোথায় পাওয়া যাবে এটা এই
এই যে গ্রুপের মেসেজ অপশনগুলোতে পাবেন, মেসেজে ঢুকলে পেয়ে যাবেন, ঠিক আছে?
জি।
Okay. Okay, so let us talk about winter foods. So, what kind of winter food do you like most?
I actually like different types of pitha that are makes in our country usually, and I like very much uh, uh, pithas like I like pithas as such as bhapa pitha, patisapta, and I like to enjoy this type of pithas outside the home. And during winter season, I like it very much because in winter, uh, hot pitas is tasty and I feel excited,
Yeah,
and it is
definitely.
it gives me more enjoyment or fun, and I like to go out with my husband, and I enjoy the pitas in the winter season.
Okay, so can
And
you name some pitas? You said you
yes,
like to go outside and
bhapa
enjoy the
pita,
pita,
patishapta, like
patishapta.
and um, another local pita which is made in Penny area and Chittagong area,
So,
Khulaja pita. And
so what kind of pita this is? This sounds interesting.
actually, I am also uh, new uh, knowledge about this pita.
Okay, so just tell
Uh,
me, is it salty, sweet, or other kind
uh,
of taste?
it
Spicy.
is actually salty in taste,
Okay,
uh, but you can also eat this with dates juice
date juice.
and spicy foods like meat, beef, or other chicken curry or mutton curry.
Okay,
And
that's
it is
this
like a like chapati, very
chapati.
thin, very thin রুটি রুটি মানে রুটির মতো আর
Bread.
কি খুবই পাতলা
Yes, yes, it's like a flat bread,
flat
almost
bread,
spicy
and
flat
it's
bread.
made from rice flour.
Rice flour. That's really good.
And
So
yes,
yes, continue.
and I like this pitha during the winter season because in summer this kind of pitha is not so enjoyable as they are hot, serving hot, and so that I like winter this type of pitha.
Okay, so do
This
you know
type of
the
pitha so that I like in winter.
recipe of this spicy flatbread that you
Yeah,
mentioned?
yes. At first, take some rice flour into a bowl and give some salt and mix some egg and also give some water and mix them and make a batter, uh, just sticky and
Okay.
thin, between sticky and thin.
Okay.
And after uh, taking them rest, uh, keep the batter in a dish. It may be
Do we have to keep it in
a
the fridge? Do we have to keep the
dish
batter in the fridge?
in a no. We need not to keep it freeze. We just rest it
Rest it in
outside
the dish,
only
right?
for half an hour
Okay.
and give the batter to the to the চুলার
Fry.
ইংলিশ মাথায় আসতেছে না স্যার
Stove, gas stove.
gas stove, and it's specially done in a uh, মাটির ইংলিশ কি মাটির পাতিল বলবো
Clay pot.
clay pot. Uh, this recipe specially make in a clay pot. And at first, the clay pot is keep on to the gas stove and make it heat. And then after brush some oil
You
and
have to brush some
keep
well.
the batter. And it is so thin and 2 or 3 minutes uh, cover the
Clay pot
cover
with
the
a lid.
clay pot with a
Lid.
lid
Dhakna.
মানে ঢাকনা with
Yes.
a lid বানানটা কিরকম হবে স্যার স্পেলিংটা কি
LID.
LID with a lid and after 2 or 3 minutes open the lid and um, তুলে আনা মানে ওই ইয়েটা আর কি তুলে
Get
আনতে
it
হবে
out. We have to get it out using
get
a
it
spoon.
out get it out with a spoon and just eat the hot kholaja pita and it's interesting and very tasty and you can eat it without anything and also with some curry or date juice.
Okay. So you mentioned date juice quite a while. So how much do you like date juice?
Actually, I like date juice, but now in our country, I saw in the newspaper many uh,
Nipah
disease,
virus.
Nipah virus
Yes, yes.
with বাদুরের ইংলিশ কি হবে স্যার এটা তো জানি না
Bat.
that that are spread out the Nipah virus and it is spreading by the dead juice. So
Yes,
I afraid about taking dead juice and
it's
I
so
cannot
sad.
enjoy this juice. Yes,
Actually, it's so sad that in earlier days we got to eat the raw date juice. The taste of raw date juice is so delicious. But nowadays,
yes,
we have to boil it and also filter it. Still, there is a chance that we can get the Nipah virus. But fortunately, in Dhaka city, like I'm living in Gazipur, we still try to eat the raw juice after filtering it. I think there is no issue with the bats and whatsoever. There is a technique nowadays, the modern technique. So, do you like to eat date juice only, or do you like it to make payesh, or what did they say, pita?
I like both of uh, them. Uh, dead juice fresh, also making pita or payesh, but I'm afraid I cannot enjoy this juice.
Okay. So,
And
can you remember one special memory of winter morning when you were a child? Any special pita that you remember?
yes, I can remember some memories when I was in my grandmother house during our vacation, winter vacation. We visited to our grandmother house, and our grandmother makes different types of pitas and paesh, and we enjoy them very much as the winter morning is different than other morning and I enjoy the winter morning. And I also I am an early riser, and
Okay.
I like to rise early, and it is very interesting to me to enjoy hot pitas and pies uh, with in a cold uh, morning. I
So
like and enjoy very much.
so what is the secret behind rising up so early in the winter morning? How can you get rid of the temptation of warm blanket? Share with
And
us.
I think it is a habit. If
Yes,
anyone have the habit to rising in the early, he or she can uh, sleep in the bed. It's impossible
Well,
for
sometimes,
him
well,
or her.
sometimes I get up early in the morning, but I don't get out of bed, especially in the winter morning. I just try to gauge the weather, what it feels outside. It is so cold. Sometimes it doesn't. My mind doesn't give me a signal to get out.
I enjoy the cold and I like to
Walk.
walk out
Well,
uh,
another
in the
thing I would like
morning.
to ask you, especially I also do this when I'm in the village home because village home weather is so nice and the environment is so peaceful. Have you ever walked on barefooted in the village over the grass?
Yeah, I can hardly remember this type of memory because in my childhood I spent some days in my grandfather house, but I cannot remember very
Okay.
much.
Well, I can remember clearly, and I still like to walk barefooted over the grass because the dew fall, it feels really wonderful. It feels like you are
Yes,
walking over a carpet of green.
yes,
This really feels wonderful. And whenever I think of winter, actually, it takes us down the memory lane where we get to reminisce about the good things, especially the pitas, the smell of pitas. And how about chitoi pita? Chitoi pita, I think, is the most popular street food right now in winter
yes.
season. So, what kind of chitoi pita do you like? There are at least three types of chitoi pita. One is milk chitoi, one is a regular chitoi, one is egg chitoi. So among them, which is your
Actually,
most
in
favorite?
our Sylhet,
Yes,
we like chitoi pita with cheese, and
cheese.
I, yeah,
That's different.
and it is not very common in other region of Bangladesh, but in
Okay,
our Sylhet, we like to take chitoi pita with cheese,
yes,
and sometimes we eat this with milk. It's called dudh chitoi.
Dudh chitoi. Yes, milk chitoi, and it also tastes good if you keep the chitoi
Yeah,
in the milk for I think the whole night, and it actually gets
yeah,
bigger after rinsing it in milk. It gets bigger and it feels so soft. Wonderful taste. And also, if you add the date juice in the milk, it will taste much better. Okay, so
yes.
thank you for sharing such amazing memories, and really glad to get the opportunity to talk with you. You're a really good speaker. So I think if you continue practicing, you'll get that courage and you'll do great. So thank you.
ইনশাল্লাহ
And
স্যার।
okay,
স্যার নেক্সট ক্লাসের টপিকসটা কি দিয়ে দিবেন? আজকে কি জানবো যে নেক্সট ক্লাস
একটা
টপিকস কি?
আর্টিকেল দিয়ে দেবো আজকে, দিয়ে দেবো আর্টিকেলটা।
আর্টিকেলটা কোথায় আসলে আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি না। গ্রুপে ঢুকে তো
না, না,
আমি
না,
কিছুই
এখন
দেখতে পাচ্ছি না।
আচ্ছা, আচ্ছা। আপনি হচ্ছে যেহেতু নতুন জয়েন করেছেন এই জন্য আগের
জি,
ডকুমেন্টস গুলো দেখতে পাচ্ছেন না। আমি গ্রুপে লিঙ্কটা দিয়ে দিই। ঠিক আছে? আমি আর্টিকেল লিঙ্কটা গ্রুপে দিয়ে দিই।
আচ্ছা জি স্যার।
এবং আমাদের নেক্সট সেশন হচ্ছে রবিবারে। যেহেতু আজকে উইকের শেষ দিন।
জি স্যার।
তো আমাদের
রবিবারে রাত ৮টায়।
রবিবার রাত ৮টায় আবার দেখা হবে। সো তখন হচ্ছে আগে থেকে আর্টিকেলটা পড়ে ফেললে ওয়ার্ডগুলো সম্পর্কে আইডিয়া হবে। আপনি তো বেশ অনেকগুলো ওয়ার্ড জানেন, যেমন ব্যাটার। ব্যাটার শব্দটার সাথে কিভাবে পরিচিত ম্যাম বলেন?
Actually, sir, as I'm a woman and I need to cook in my kitchen, and so I know this type of
Well,
word. Some,
it's not only the women's right to cook, men can also cook. We have a chef, and I also like
yeah,
to cook whenever I'm free. Already, I have requested for the recipe of puri pita from Mr. Osama. I'll definitely try it. It really feels good to try out new recipes. Okay, সো আর্টিকেল লিঙ্কটা আমি দিয়ে দিচ্ছি আপনাদেরকে, এবং হচ্ছে যারা তখন আমাদের দেখছিলেন, মিস্টার রফিকুল ইসলাম, ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম, হোপফুলি ইউ হ্যাড এ গুড টাইম। ওকে, সো থ্যাঙ্কস ফর বিং হিয়ার। আপনাদের উইকেন্ডটা ভালো কাটুক সেই শুভকামনায় আজকের মতো বিদায় নিচ্ছি। সবাই ভালো থাকেন, সুস্থ থাকেন, দেখা হবে রবিবারে। সো আনটিল দেন,
ইনশাল্লাহ।
স্টে সেফ, কিপ
আসসালামু
লার্নিং এন্ড
আলাইকুম।
হ্যাভ এ গুড টাইম।